Maintenant, nous allons passer à notre ami Kazuto Suzuki qui va nous parler des données, trust, et des idées aussi, notamment pour une agence digitale mondiale. Kazuto, c'est pour vous.
Merci beaucoup, François. Je suis désolé, je ne parle pas français comme les autres. Alors, I'm going to speak in English. So let me just give you sort of a perspective on the data policy and the data transfer in the world from a Japanese perspective. Japan has proposed the idea called the DFFT, the Data Free Flow with Trust, in 2019 in World Economic Forum, and then G20 in Osaka Summit. And this is the concept to facilitate the cross-border activities and to encourage the e-commerce and digital payment across borders, like what Benoit explained. But there are no rules at this moment because there are different modes of the handling of data. The United States focuses on the company, and the company does all the collection and the maintenance and the management of the data, whereas in China, the data is controlled and collected and controlled by state. And in Europe, the EU model is more focused on the ownership of the individual. So there are different modes and different rules, and it always have the difficulties of managing this cross-border transfer of data. So what Prime Minister Abe then tried to foster is to make data interoperable and to identify and establish the rules for the clarity of the exchange of data. So the key are the first, openness, and second, neutrality, and then the clarity of rules. And this is, in a way, to make sure that the state and the political intervention on the data traffic shall not intervene and control the management of the free flow of data. And this is, the hidden agenda was to exclude the Chinese model, which is politically driven and state-controlled, and also the lack of transparency. So the data free flow with trust is the key component of this concept is the trust. How can you establish the rule and system that can be trustable and trustworthy? So the trustworthiness of the information and data is the key in the international data free flow and the digitalization of the international economy. So that has been on the issue, and I think this has, I think pandemic has re-emphasized the necessity of the international trade of international flow of data. And I think what Japan is trying to do now is to build up the trust base, which is to make sure that each state authorities are responsibly handling and managing the data, and make sure that we understand each other. So accreditation and mutual recognition of the rules and regulations are important. And I think one of the big agenda in here is that the data today is all about the size, because when you try to do the machine learning and develop the artificial intelligence, you need to have a big data. And China alone has the 1.4 billion population, and they do have the very concentrated, very centralized data collection system. And in order to compete with the data sets that China has, we need to have the combination or combined data flow of the US, Japan, India, and Europe to make the comparative advantage against the development of the Chinese artificial intelligence system. So the whole idea of this accreditation and the mutual respect and mutual recognition of the data set provides an opportunity for building up the data flow to build up the trust base, the database which can be trusted, and to build the applied and applicable technology like artificial intelligence upon this trusted database. So I'll stop here. Thank you.
Merci Kazuto d'avoir donné ce sens de la big picture et puis très inspirant ce qui se passe au Japon en ce moment.